over her dead soldier. Mm-hmm. And I said, if Americans ever know that Israel did this, they're going to scrub them off the earth, and they're not going to give a rat's ass, forgive my language, what the cost is. They are not going to care. They will do it.
Alan,
they should.
Alan, your article and your heart and your testimony and what you believe in is heart-wrenching to me. It is like our founding fathers in their shadows talking and saying, we have to fix this. We have to make our own way, and we have to do it now or we will go down.
Exactly.
And
absolutely, Phil. I agree fully.
Your article needs to be shipped off to the Library of Congress immediately.
Well, I can tell you it's being read by some people in headquarters Marine Corps and at the Army War College. I sent it off to them this past week, and I've had some long discussions with people up there, and there are some really, really unhappy people.
What are they saying? If you can talk about that, Dr. Sabrosky, I'm curious.
Astonishment. Okay. The first thing, Mark, is astonishment. They didn't know. They truly didn't know, and these are not unintelligent people. They really didn't know. And the next statement is rage, real rage, and the Zionists are playing this as truly an all or nothing exercise, because if they lose this one,
that's it.
If the American people ever realize what's happened, they're done.
That's it.
And I will tell you frankly, I don't think either one of you has any Jewish ancestry. I do. I have one grandparent who's Jewish. As Phil Weiss from Mondo Weiss and I were talking about it, he's a Jewish guy who puts a lot of critical stuff out there on Israel. And I said, for the Orthodox rabbinate, I'm not a Jew. For the Nazis, I've been there.
Right.
And if this explodes, I'm going to go down with the rest of them.
Right.
And I know this. I flat out know this. But if that was the price for making America whole again, when I took my oath 51 years ago to the United States Marine Corps, no one promised us life. No one did. They promised us duty and loyalty and service and maybe death. And that's how they talked to us in 1959. I don't think they talk to them that way anymore. But in 1959 they did. And if my death were a requirement for the saving of America, well, hell, I could have died in Vietnam.
Right.
It's my service, my country, my Corps. And Phil, it's like you in the Navy. We signed on to this, and we love our service, and none of us wishes to die. I mean, certainly I don't. I don't think either one of you guys do. But if that's the price, then that's the price I pay. I mean that.
Alan, when you're talking about Marines, I have the utmost respect, and I know your duty to country, and when the torpedo hit our ship, and I opened up the scuttle, guess who I pulled out of there? A United States Marine named Bryce Lockwood, and he was holding on to another sailor, and saved his life, and he received the Silver Star, and God bless him for that, and I understand wholeheartedly what's in your heart, because I have it in my heart. I didn't learn it by becoming a sailor as such, but I learned it through the grace of God for saving our ship. I learned it through scholars like you. I've learned it through good friends like Mark Glenn and my shipmates, and I've learned it through actions of Israel. And when you struck me very, very hard just a second ago when you talked about 911, you're very willing to say that, yeah, they did it. 911, yes, they did. And you know, my heart broke, and I saw that plane, the last one, go into the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And to see that, I mean, I know it's in your heart, Mark's, and everybody else's, to see your fellow Americans being slaughtered and murdered just as they did the USS Liberty. Alan, it is something that if we don't talk about it, if we don't tell people about it, I believe God wants us to. I believe God wants us to, and if we don't, shame on us.